Hi there, Pastor Sean here, and I want to talk with you today about something that a lot of people are struggling with, which is feeling overwhelmed with stress and anxiety. It seems like lately we faced one crisis after another. There's been COVID, then there's been economic inflation, there have been wildfires and tornadoes and hurricanes. And our country has been divided like never before, politically and racially. And then on top of that is just the everyday stress that comes from life, which seems to be going faster and faster all the time. And we're bombarded with more and more information every day. And a lot of that's advertising that tells us that we're missing out if we don't buy the products that they're trying to sell us. And as a result, people are feeling more and more overwhelmed and anxious. So what's the solution? How can we find peace in the midst of the stress and anxiety of life? Well, that's where Jesus comes in. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden light." You see, Jesus knows that life is stressful and difficult, and so he says, take my yoke upon you. A yoke was something that is placed on an animal so that they can pull a heavy load, be it a plow or a cart. And Jesus says, my yoke for dealing with the stress and the burdens of life, my yoke is easy and light. And what's his yoke? Well, he invites us to come to him and to open up our lives to him, to start a relationship with him so that we can learn from him and learn what really matters in life. He says, stop chasing after the things that just leave you feeling empty and exhausted, and instead make the things of life that really matter your priority. And that boils down to loving God well, to loving ourselves well, and to loving other people well. Jesus can teach us how to do that. And as we learn and grow in our relationship with him and our faith, then slowly but surely we discover that the stress and anxiety of life starts to disappear as we begin to realize how much God loves us and cares for us. So if you are weary, if you are heavy burdened, if you're stressed and burnt out, then why don't you come and join us here at Advent Presbyterian Church? And together we will learn from Jesus how to live a life that's full of his peace and rest.